This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield IMG College. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of Learfield IMG College.
It's our final show of the year, and man oh man do we have some fun in store for you today. First, we take a look back at the historic season for UMass hockey that has already earned a spot in the NCAA tournament. We'll go behind the scenes of a Mullen Center changeover before sitting down with a dynamic sister duo on the women's lacrosse team. Then it's onto the gridiron as we meet the master motivator of the weight room before catching up with All-American Andy Isabella as he prepares for the NFL draft. Grab a bite and get your friends together. This is the final UMass Sports Insider, and it starts now. Hi folks, and welcome to our season finale of UMass Sports Insider. Filling in for Jay Burnham, I'm Josh Maurer. We're so glad you're with us. We've got lots of hockey coming up in this show as the Minutemen have begun postseason play. So to start things, let's take a look back at the sights and sounds of what has been the most successful season, inarguably in program history, a program record win total, and a Hockey East quarterfinal sweep of UNH, plus an NCAA tournament berth. It's been quite a year for Coach Carville and company.
The word that's being used in our department is momentum, and we feel it's hockey program exemplifies that as much as any program. I think we're going to be ready, and I think we're going to be a pretty polished product when we get out there.
Lost last year at Northeastern in the quarterfinals. As soon as that game was over, the kids decided next year we're making it there.
We just got to show up and play to our standard, and I think we'll have good success.
Let's make sure we don't regret anything. Let's really appreciate what we're going through. Let's make sure we're taking it all in and we make the most of it.
This is UMass at a whole new level.
Farmer's breakout pass for Jack Suter inside the final 4 minutes of the second period. Leonard scores! A quick snap from John Leonard, and it's 3-0 UMass.
Look at the speed difference right there, how he just pulled away from Shabbat. Coast to coast, quick shot, score! He dangles and shoots, he scores! He roofed it right over Hushka.
Chased by Boeing, steals the puck, Boeing scores! Short-handed goal, great play, Brett Boeing.
Flicked out and a chance now for Leonard. Here comes Leonard moving it deep, shoots, score! John Leonard, 2-0 UMass. Hand up to the line, it goes. Farmer rifles it in, he scores! Oh, what a shot, Ty Farmer! Right in front, Pritchard scores! Behind the net it goes, right in front, shot, score! Jake McLaughlin with 2.3 seconds left makes it 4-3 UMass.
We're all part of this. Special group, we're going to do great things.
The Minutemen men lost only one game all season on the ice here at the Mullins Center, and a big team that helps the entire UMass athletics family is the staff right here at this arena. Let's take a look at a week at Mullins that featured a hoops game, followed by a concert, followed by hockey, a cheerleading competition, and oh yeah, some more basketball to follow, all in the span of just a few days.
That Wednesday we had basketball, and then immediately after the game we had to change over to the concert. The changeover happened Thursday. So Thursday we had 30 people come in. We converted the place to a concert, get ready. Friday, production was here, loading in. I was here all day, 9 a.m. to 1 a.m. Next day, back at 6 a.m., getting the concert going. As soon as the concert ended, we had the quick change into hockey because we had the hockey game that night. So it was 35, 40 people hitting the floor as soon as that concert ended at 1:45, getting it set, have ice exposed by 6:15. For that, we just kind of cleared the floor, waited for production, and as soon as production was out, broke down the stage, got it set for hockey, and then it was game time. Communication is very key. You have to be able to tell people what to do and the proper process of doing it. That was very big during that quick change that we had from concert to the hockey game 5 hours later. It was a majority of the people had never done it before. So we relied heavily on staff that had done it multiple times before. Telling people where they need to be, putting people in the right places is very key. Why I love this job is the satisfaction that comes with that, because you have to get from point A to point B. So you start out at a basketball court and then you have to have it in a hockey setup for the game the next day, for instance, and that doesn't happen without us. So you kind of get to see the behind the scenes stuff of getting it set up. You know, sometimes you'll walk into an arena, for instance, that Saturday, people went to the concert and the hockey game. No one knows what goes on in between to get it from point A to point B, and that's kind of what I love, being able to sit there and watch what happens. Watch that concert go off smoothly after working weeks on it, losing sleep over it, not sleeping over it, and then just getting that hockey game, having minimal issues with the hockey game, and just kind of seeing it all flow, I guess, too. You know, there were no hold-ups, no snags, and it just kind of shows, like, you don't see it happen, but there's staff working behind the scenes that makes that run smoothly.
Just a tremendous job by our Mullins Center crew, and they do great work throughout the year to make sure the events in this building go off without a hitch. How about a concert and a hockey game all in one day? Well, it's time for us to step aside for just a few moments, but we're just getting going on this episode of The Insider Show. When we come back, we sit down with the dynamic sister duo of Brinley and Kylie Anderson from women's lacrosse and find out just how the sport has impacted their lives. We'll see you when we return.
This is the place where planets collide, where Pulitzer and Fulbright are full-time residents, where 28,000 brilliant young minds from 65 countries call home. This is the place that propels the state and lifts the world. UMass Amherst, this is the place.
The Learfield Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or at L Directors Cup on Twitter or Facebook. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
The best of Las Vegas is coming to the heart of New England. This is a first.
We are back here on UMass Sports Insider, and it's time to introduce you to Brinley and Kylie Anderson, who come from a big-time lacrosse family. Their older sister, Emily, was a standout player at UConn. Meanwhile, their younger sister, Molly, happens to be a terrific high school player at the moment. But back here to UMass, Brinley and Kylie played together for Coach Angela McMahon, and each have had the opportunity to become significant contributors to one of the top programs in the country.
Hi, I'm Brinley.
Hi, I'm Kylie, and we're the Anderson sisters.
When I decided to come to UMass, it was around when Kylie was deciding to transfer, and Kylie knows this and some of our teammates do. I was a little mad at first. I was like, this is my place, this was my decision, you're taking this away from me, but looking at it now and being in this position, I couldn't have imagined it any other way. But I think having her these 2 years has really helped my experience, and being with such great teammates and Kylie, I think that's just like made the experience, and obviously playing lacrosse is amazing, and playing for this amazing program and at a really high level is something really special.
Naturally, when you're teammates, you spend so much time together. We're out here on Garber every day practicing, we have games, we're in the weight room, we're in the film room, we're in the training room together. So naturally, when you're part of a team, you spend so much time with your teammates. However, that added time I've spent 20 years with Brinley. Not only have I grown up with her, but now we're getting to spend probably more time than we've ever spent together being a part of this team. So if I had to describe Brinley on the lacrosse field, it would be so scrappy. Brinley does all the trench work that needs to be done out on the field. Not only does she play defense, not only does she play attack, but she really, I think where Brinley shines is between the 30s. When we need ground balls picked up, when we need draw controls, double teams on the ride, Brinley is always there. So I just say Brinley is a teammate that will always have your back no matter what out on the field.
I think the one word I would use to describe Kylie on the lacrosse field is unstoppable. When she wants something, she's gonna go get it. This is best exemplified on the 8-meter, because you're there a lot, you get fouled, she's a big body. When she's on that 8-meter, I know she's gonna make it. The look in her face, it's just really, she's gonna make it. And I think that's where a lot of your success has led, being unstoppable. And even if 5 people push her down, she makes it in. She's unstoppable. Growing up, being Kylie's younger sister, we actually played together in youth a couple years, and in high school, obviously, watching her develop as a lacrosse player has been awesome. And obviously this year, like, flourishing with her talent has been amazing to see. But I think the most amazing thing I've seen is her growth as a leader and a person overall. I think has been really special for me to watch, both on the sideline and being as her teammate and going to college with her. So I think that's been one of my favorite things about being on a team with Kylie and being together so much, watching her just grow. Obviously she's had a lot of hardships going through a transfer, but coming here, like she said, finding herself as a UMass lacrosse player and as a UMass student has been really special for me, and I'm just glad I kind of got to have a front row seat.
The biggest growth I've seen in Brinley is her confidence. This year, Brinley gets after it on the field, and I think that that's my favorite part. She is so fearless. She takes opportunities. She is not afraid to lead herself, and I know that even though I won't be here after this season, which is so sad, the program is in such amazing hands with Brinley and all the rest of our team.
You can only imagine what a neighborhood pickup lacrosse game would be like with all the Anderson sisters competing together as one. We thank them for all they've done for UMass lacrosse. Time to take another break here on UMass Sports Insider. Don't go far. When we come back, we head over to football as spring camp is underway. And we sit down with one of the next Minutemen who's going to be drafted in the NFL. I guarantee it, and you'll see him on the flip side.
temporary. I think he made 60 saves against Boston College.
Maine winning in overtime, triple OT against UMass. I'll always remember Kevin Waugh picking up the Hockey trophy and hoisting it.
Who will make history this year at the 35th Hockey East Championship? Get your tickets at the TD Garden box office or Ticketmaster.com.
That weekend here in March, playing down here at the Garden, those games are always a fan's dream.
The annual UMass Gridiron Golf Classic is one of the premier fundraisers hosted by the Gridiron Club. It's a chance for former student athletes, alumni, and coaches to reconnect and spend a fun day on the golf course while directly supporting the UMass football program. For more information, please contact Jason Germain at jag@admin.umass.edu.
I see how easily I could have lost my life.
At 18, Brenna was in a catastrophic car accident. She was life-flighted to Bay State Medical Center, the only level 1 trauma center in the region, where the trauma team was able to save her life.
People see me in a wheelchair and they think that I'm disabled from it, but really it put more mountains in front of me that I can just get to the top of.
To watch her story, go to baystatehealth.org/Brenna. Bay State Health, advancing care, enhancing lives.
In the Atlantic 10, she can compete. She can win. She can lead. And she can succeed. In the Atlantic 10, she can do it all.
Welcome back to the season finale of the Insider Show. Here we are at the Martin Jacobson Football Performance Center, and let me tell you that the master motivator for any college football program is the strength and conditioning coach. We have a great new one here at UMass. So recently we were able to mic up Matt Shadid, who is an important member of Coach Walt Bell's staff. And here's a warning, watching this next segment, it's going to make you want to hit the weights.
You got it? That's me. Hey, to the left. Y'all know Dennis Osagadier?
Yeah, Osagadier.
340 for a triple, like it was butter. Who was here with me before we even started training and did plate overhead sit-ups? So, Dees, get right here on your back. Everybody get where you can see real quick. Okay, he's gonna be on his back, feet are gonna be up like he was gonna do a hip lift, but he's just gonna leave him there. Let's say he's got a green plate in his arms right now. He's gonna lock it out, press it towards the ceiling. He's gonna sit up, reach it high, stick, hold, slow control on the way down. Just like that, do another one. Sit up, reach, hold, slow control on the way down. The whole time that plate is trying to get vertical. That makes sense? Come on, big boy. All right, now, hey, that way, Diesel, that way, Diesel. When you start mixing in these empty bar sets and the lightweight sets before you get to your gray work, I want y'all to get a little Spider-Man twist and make sure you're really getting your upper body loose a little bit. A couple shoulder circles, some arms, just to make sure that shoulder joint is moving before we get on the bench. One, two, three. Let's go. Let's go, baby, get loose. Come on, help me get loose. Help me get loose, let's go. Let's go. Start talking, leaders. Start talking, Claude. Shoulder bands will help you, let's go. Good, good, attaboy. Rock it. Rock it. Make sure you're pairing your bands. Make sure you're pairing the sit-ups, and then you almost get a built-in breather for your next sets, okay? Come on, Charlie. Come on, Charlie. Dennis did 340. Lay your head back, Dingle. There you go. Always in contact with the bench. Don't ever feel like you got to lean forward and look at it. Hey, hey, hey. Don't ever feel like you got to lean forward and look at it. Lay your head back. Keep that contact and rocking it off your chest. Speed. Good. Good. Attaboy. Rock it off your chest. Good. That'll wake it up. That'll wake it up. Come on, Cole. Come on, Cole. Reach, reach. Hold your abs tight when you get overhead. Don't rush through that little stuff. Now, do we do no money? Ah, there you go. Good fix, man. You don't need me. Good. Attaboy. You don't have to stand on it for that. All right, I'm about to put some Waka Flocka on. Where you at? Now, when you get to the top, don't do this. Don't lift and make a Y. Take it straight to the Y. Does that make sense? So watch me. Instead of going here, here, just go straight to the Y and back. Straight to the Y and back. Good. Stay tight. was not curling up. Hey, that's a solid double at 240. Listen to me, that's a solid double at 345. Double. Solid double. Everybody good? All right, let's go. Hustle up.
Thanks to Coach Shadid. You can see and feel the excitement has been ramped up as the Minutemen are now in the middle of spring football camp. Well, one former UMass player who's now getting ready for the NFL draft was back on campus here recently, and we were able to catch up with great wide receiver Andy Isabella to talk about everything from his experience at the NFL Draft Combine to working out with Randy Moss to becoming one of the next Minutemen to join the ranks of the NFL.
First and 10 at the 39. Here's the snap and a deep ball. Right side for Isabella. Makes the catch. Hits the pylon. Touchdown, Minutemen.
Looking back at UMass, I think it's all the friendships I made here and all the guys that I got to play with. But one personal moment would definitely be that first catch versus Florida on the sideline. I think that really was a staple to say that I could play at this level and maybe have a career going forward. Senior year, it was huge for me just because it's my last year and it could have been like my last year playing football. I remember even in high school, my senior year was something that you get a little nervous about because after your senior year, you have to move on to new things. So my biggest thing was just having fun. And I think me just having fun helped me have the season I had. I would hype myself up for every game. I would play almost every game like it was my last game. It was fun. A lot of people were playing harder when they went against me. They knew what I was capable of. It was fun. I loved competing against the competition I competed against and the guys that we were playing against.
Dumps it short to Isabella on the near side flat. Makes the catch. Gets the edge to the 5. Now into the end zone. Touchdown.
The Georgia game was a big game for me. It was my last game of my career, and just being at UMass for the last 4 years, I really was looking back and everything. It was like, wow, I can't believe this is it, really. And my biggest thing was, like I said before, I was just gonna go out there and have fun. And I think me just being relaxed and playing my game and believing in myself helped me have a big game. And I mean, it was a great way to finish off my career. My legacy at UMass, hopefully, is someone that was hardworking and someone that inspired other people to do things that maybe they didn't think was possible. It was awesome for me and Marquise to play in games after our senior year in the North-South game and the East-West Shrine game. I actually got to go watch Marquise in the East-West Shrine game, and me and Marquise, we've been working out together since we were freshmen, so to see each other grow up and to see each other how we progressed, it's been an amazing experience, someone that hopefully I'll be friends with my whole entire life.
Andy Isabella, the kid from Cleveland, makes a play.
Get him the Bolitnikoff Award, Andy Isabella.
It was crazy. I mean, the first time I realized I was a Bolitnikoff finalist, my friend had texted me a picture, an ESPN tweet saying that I was a finalist, and I didn't believe him. I had to go check multiple sources a couple times. I was like, no way, they're bringing a UMass guy here. It goes to show that all the hard work I put in over the last couple of years paid off, and hopefully the guys surrounding me on this team and that are still at UMass can do similar things. The Bolitnikoff experience, it was awesome. I mean, just especially for my family.
To be associated with such a prestigious award to recognize the most outstanding receiver in college football. Let's take a look at this year's finalists.
I think for them, just seeing me at that atmosphere and maybe hopefully that one of them could get there one day. Just to be at the Combine, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, just to compete against these guys and to see that you could, looking at all these guys, you're just like any of the other guys, they just want a shot to go play in the NFL, whether you came from Alabama, whether you came from Georgia, whether you came from UMass, once you get that opportunity, then the playing field's even again and you get a shot to prove yourself. When I got to the Combine, the 40 is the big thing where all the scouts are there, and then after the 40 kind of settles down. I mean, we did some stretching exercises that they see how flexible we are, and we did the vertical and the broad jump, and then we went on the field and did a bunch of routes and stuff. And I think that's a big thing for the scouts was the 40 and then the route.
This is kicking off to Andy Isabella, track star, UMass.
Wow, he's somebody.
Everything ended up working out, and to have that time, I mean, it shows that I can compete at this level, and hopefully there's great things in the future.
It was great to see Andy back on campus, certainly one of the greats all time to wear the maroon and white. We know that everybody in UMass Nation is going to be tuned in April to find out where Andy will be continuing his career in the NFL. Time for one last break, but when we come back, we get one last chance to see just how well the hockey team knows each other. Newlywed game show style. See you on the other side. Welcome back. We're almost finished for the year, but as you know, we can't leave without giving you the lighter side. Well, we always hear that team chemistry is important to success. So based on on-ice results, you imagine that UMass hockey has pretty good chemistry. So for our final lighter side of the year, the hockey folks have created their own version of the newlywed game. Let's see how well these roommates know one another. Here we go. It's the lighter side.
Come on. 100%. 100. Easy. Oh! Weird. We're roommates. Weird. We're roommates. We're roommates. Wow. Oh. Yeah, right. I'm not even gonna write it. It's me. I'll answer before you two.
None of us have cooked one meal out of a
He doesn't think so.
What? You lost your wallet yesterday, man. I didn't lose it. I forgot it. You misplaced it. I'm gonna go with Mare. No, dude, it's 1000% you. You have lost.
I'm a simple man. I don't lose things. I put them exactly where I got. I'll never lose things. Come on.
One last lighter side for you this year. Well, that'll do it for this episode of UMass Sports Insider and for an entire year's worth of episodes. We've got lots of people to thank and not a lot of time to do it, so I'd like to start by giving a big shout out to Scott Witterowski and Nick McGann from UMass Athletics, who have put together every episode this season from day one. Our executive producer has been John Sinnott, and a special thank you to the great folks at Nesson for carrying these shows. Most of all, we'd like to give you, the UMass fan, a big thank you for making us a part of your lives here since August. For Jay Burnham, I'm Josh Maurer saying thanks again for watching. Have a great spring and summer, and go UMass.
This has been a presentation of Learfield IMG College.